turn down that volume. Hello, welcome to the stream, and today we are
Please
playing,
wait a moment. I'm dealing with work.
We are playing the Love and Deepspace today. I'm trying some different mic settings, so I do apologize for the issue. So let's go ahead. Actually, I'm gonna do this one. Let's do this one. Yeah, let's keep it to the default one. Yeah, just keep it there. Right, I'm gonna start story. We continue on our... Oh, I need to decorate our graph first. There we go. I think I may finish at 9:30 tonight, but we'll see where we go from here. Let's go for a bit of a makeover, shall we? Do mods. There we go. Manage stream. Let me manage chart. There we go. I'll do it this one then. Right. Let's do this. I think in this hairstyle we'll do today. Let me first apply that, and then I'll add the things on. There we go. Let's do that. Grab my water for the morning. My camera is working. We are all good. Let's jump in. Hopefully my audio is all good today. Right. On an ordinary workday morning, people pass by the street corner, but they don't smell the familiar scent of flowers. Okay.
It's not open today? I wanted to pick up a few flowers for the office.
Let me just quickly share stream out. Oops. Just... I'm just going to share this to Discord as well. Okay. Let's have a look. I'm sending some stuff out there. There we go. Right. So get back on Twitch. There we go. So go onto my stream manager. There we go. Okay. It's not open today. I wanted to pick up a few flowers for the office.
You didn't know? The owner closes the flower shop temporarily from time to time. He's really carefree about it.
Why?
Young people like him who open flower shops in the bustling parts of big cities usually have that wanderlust spirit. They
Oh, I accidentally skipped some audio. The customer who wanted to buy flowers doesn't give up and approaches the glass door to look inside the shop. On the counter sits a bouquet of fresh flowers. Wrapping paper is only partially around it, which shows how hastily the owner left.
To be able to leave just like that? Ugh, I'm so jealous.
We've been driving for so long that anyone who's been trying to keep up should have lost us by now.
Oh, there's plants in the thing as well, I guess.
Them off 15 minutes ago.
The endless stream of rush hour traffic stretches ahead as a small delivery truck weaves through, swaying relentlessly. It takes advantage of its slender build. Some drivers pull out their phones to capture the truck's flashy maneuvers. Unfortunately, they lose sight of their target in the blink of an eye.
Our choice is obvious. They'll catch up sooner or later.
A snort comes from the passenger seat.
Why don't you just ram into everyone and send them flying? Even if it doesn't kill them, it'd make them suffer at least.
Those masked people's weapons looked dangerous. Who knows what new thing ever came up with this time?
Losing heart before the battle even begins. I knew cowardice ran in your peasant blood.
Oh gosh, here we go.
Yeah, I'm not like you. Being iron-fisted royalty means your head is made of iron too, right? Why don't you go up front and help me check the headlights?
Gosh. They're arguing again. Oh no. The boys are arguing. Before this battle can escalate further, I shrink back and retreat to Xavier's side.
If circumstances hadn't forced our hand, there wouldn't be a place for you in my squadron.
Oh gosh.
You'd be perfect as No Hunt Zone number 99's headmaster. You'll deal with those mutated wanderers with impure bloodlines and their biological dilemmas.
Goodness gracious, what's happening? Listening to the ongoing mockery from the front seats, I rub my ears and lower my voice. Are they really going to be okay like this? They worked well when they were running.
This is how they relax.
Really?
They have time to argue. It means the situation isn't dire. You can use this as a chance to relax too.
What, if I start arguing? When there's no threat nearby, they become each other's biggest threat?
Yeah. Our team's dynamic has always been like this. Mature and spirited.
The back of the small truck has been modified to hold more medium and large sized plants. Xavier and I pluck a banana leaf to sit on. We're nestled amongst the plants like two Zen stowaways. Your suppressor just flashed. Touch this. Xavier tilts his chin, which makes it easier for me to touch the suppressor on his neck.
It's normal for it to flash. You've seen it happen before.
Doesn't that mean you're consuming your energy beyond the safety threshold, though?
Not necessarily. It might just be malfunctioning. After all, the more advanced the tech, the more prone it is to wear and tear. It's been working tirelessly for many, many years.
Stop trying to trick me with a straight face.
I'm telling the truth. It's been in service longer than an average spaceship used for time travel. And it's been modified over the years. Malfunctions are normal. As long as I don't malfunction, it's fine.
What do you mean, as long as you don't malfunction, buddy? A few specks of light float up from his palm. Their glow is the same as it usually is. When I push them with my finger, they spin in circles.
From its birth to its death, a star witnesses the passing of billions of years. its energy is enough to outlast several generations on Earth. Even if there's a day when I run out of energy, it won't happen for a very long time.
You're really optimistic. I've acknowledged the suppressor's existence, but seeing Xavier affected by it makes me feel even worse. The red light is like a countdown before an ending arrives. Its presence alone fills me with unease. They headed straight for Philos because there's a group of backtrackers who sided with Soren, and they're after you. Other backtrackers weren't hostile towards Xavier. They didn't target him the way Soren did either. But now? Sorry.
The backtrackers were never a harmonious group to begin with. Who knows how many people are putting their pent-up resentment on his shoulders?
If we view their actions as ones that are driven by emotion, then we'll be severely underestimating the backtrackers. Those willing to cooperate with Ever, and the ones who left at a later time, aren't fools.
In this cramped space, Xavier adjusts his posture. He stretches out his left leg, his body swaying gently with the car.
It's because they're intelligent that every decision they make is the optimal choice.
Even if those decisions would tear the team apart and turn former comrades into bitter enemies. Yeah.
Tear the team apart. Turn former comrades into bitter enemies?
That's what they want.
The original backtrackers were formed under similar circumstances. Everyone who joined knew the title of backtracker didn't carry any honor on Philos. It meant rebellion, resistance, and desperate madness. Our journey didn't set off with any blessings. No one would wait for our return on the other side of Deepspace.
Oh, Xavier.
Between choosing to be abandoned by everyone and being forced down a path of betrayal, the former takes a lot more courage.
I frown. I understand Xavier's interpretation of the backtrackers, yet deep down I don't want to accept it. Just checking my... Yeah.
After working together for so many years, they understood me, and I understood them. I understood the confusion, the disappointment that kept building up after each failed attempt. I also knew that even though the path ahead was shrouded in thick fog, not one person actually gave up.
Seeing Isaiah and Jeremiah's tacit acceptance, I can tell their understanding of their former teammates aligns with Xavier's. But this analysis only makes my expectations about the situation feel heavier. So they chose Sauron because the group wants to achieve gave them hope. As for what Sauron is doing, it always feels like we're a step or even half a step behind.
But the backtrackers on their side could have anticipated our actions. That's what it means to know your enemy.
You don't have to think of them as being that frightening. Even though they're enemies now, I don't think they'd use underhanded tactics against us. If conflict is unavoidable, it'll be a few straightforward battles. That's all.
At the beginning, I said those people are insane one way or another. I pity how their lives turned out sometimes. If you still have any delusions about them, I'll spend the rest of my life riding your tail as the King of Sorrow. Your infamy shall be spread from our solar system to Sagittarius. Every star in the galaxy will know your name.
Okay. You write books.
All promising members of the royal family do.
That explains why you're writing poetry on the backtracker's ship. Xavier slips a cookie into my mouth as if by magic, he interrupts what I'm about to say before turning and speaking with authority.
Since you love writing so much, don't speak anymore. In fact, you can start right now. Write down whatever you want to say.
You don't even look at the things I write.
I'll look when I have time.
Why are you laughing?
I can laugh whenever I want. What, are you gonna give me a story about the King of Laughter?
I don't want to talk to someone as shameless as you.
Gosh, they're fighting again. Isaiah had his fill of being made fun of. He crosses his arms and ignores everyone. My gaze moves from the back of Isaiah's head to the back of Jeremiah's head. Then it settles on Xavier's profile.
Why are you laughing?
You're right, listening to them bicker is relaxing. Xavier shakes his head with a hint of resignation and leans against the heavy flower pot. He's quiet for a moment, then he softly chuckles. By the way, where did that cookie come from?
I picked it from a tree.
A tree.
Jeremiah prepared a tree as a gift for an important client. We're stealing some cookies, so don't let him catch us.
Seeing him pull down the small gift box along with a couple of leaves, I swallow my cookie and move closer to the tree. Xavier, you're wrong about one thing. If I were in your homeland, I would wait for you to return. Aww. That's cute. Oh, that's cute. To the next. Following Jeremiah's plan, we speed along the suburban highway for a while before heading towards the aerial tunnel. Once we enter the ultra-high speed tunnel, we could lose our pursuers and buy ourselves enough time to regroup. But from a distance, we can see the checkpoint before the tunnel. It's flashing red, like an ominous warning. The thin mist is strained with cold crimson.
Looks like it's closed.
What a coincidence, don't tell me.
Their influence doesn't reach that far. Let's split up and scout the area. We'll meet up at the southwest corner of the rest stop in 10 minutes.
5 minutes.
Like, no! Can't do that. It's so funny, actually. I found him annoying in the last stream, but he's just funny in this one. After dropping us off at the intersection leading to the rest stop, Jeremiah makes a gesture behind the truck window and slowly drives away. His gesture was cool, but his little truck is covered in battle scars. The sign that says Philos' fresh flower delivery has been worn down to just a bee. How can its interior be intact when it's covered in holes?
Aside from the shell, nothing on this truck is original. Jeremiah modified it into something like a military fortress. In the worst case scenario, the driver's cabin can supposedly transform into an ejection pod and sacrifice the rear cargo for a quick escape.
Okay, it's just like James Bond. In other words, it could sacrifice the flower pots and us? Flower pot plants then.
After this is over, I'll ask Jeremiah to expand the ejection pod a little.
I nod. Oh, goodness gracious. Hundreds of vehicles are parked at the rest stop. Most of them are armored trucks or heavy delivery trucks transporting valuable cargo. Yeah, what? There we go. A circular oh, whoa, don't scroll up like that. Wait. A circular holographic screen is the in the center is divided into several displays. The leftmost section shows the number of vehicles currently at the rest stop. As I pass by the armored trucks, I can't help but feel a little envious. I remember reading data. Oh gosh, we're scrolling again. I remember reading data that showed if a vehicle's structural integrity is sufficient, it can almost travel at the speed of sound. Though the aerial tunnel is Jeremiah's modified delivery truck capable of that?
Yeah.
Oh. Then we can experience ultra high speeds.
The express lane is very expensive.
The aerial tunnel uses protocol enhanced material as its primary structural component. There's almost no resistance in the low vacuum environment. As a result, daily maintenance costs are astronomical. If ordinary goods were transported through the aerial tunnel, the toll fees alone would exceed the value of the cargo. By the time we exit the tunnel, all the plants in the back could quantify as luxury items. How expensive are those plants, my guy?
Tunnel instability is normal. It's been in operation for 2 or 3 years.
Oh.
When will it reopen? Who knows? If you
Who
can't
knows?
wait, just use the regular highway.
It's just gonna be gone for ages. Who
They
knows?
said it involves stuff like abnormal magnetic fields and unusual energy fluctuations.
Okay.
They won't reopen the tunnel until the situation stabilizes.
Ah.
Long distance transport is so exhausting. You might as well rest like me and find a massage pod to lie down in.
Nice. After questioning some truck drivers, Xavier and I head to the southern west corner of the rest stop to meet up with Jeremiah and Isaiah. The explanation given by the staff is consistent with... Oh, I forgot to check chat. Hey! Don't know when you were in. I forgot to click on the chat section. The explanation given by the staff is consistent with the information we obtained. There's no telling when the tunnel will reopen. Did they give a reason for why it's closed?
Abnormal magnetic fields, energy fluctuations, and other factors are causing instability inside the tunnel.
Hello. I don't know if you've already gone, Yuki, but if you're still here, welcome to the stream. That's just a catch-all excuse.
So what's the plan? Will we keep waiting or take a different route?
There's only one way to enter the aerial tunnel. If we turn back now, there's a chance we'll run onto our pursuers. But if we wait here too long, it's only a matter of time before they catch up to us. Let's wait. Let's wait a little longer. The rest stop is close to a checkpoint. If anything unusual happens, it'll inevitably alert the Evil police officers and hunters who are stationed here. Even if the backtrackers and the white gloves catch up to us, they probably won't dare to cause a scene.
The trucks at this rest stop are backed by powerful individuals, and the cargo they're transporting is invaluable. I don't think Ever would go so far as to offend the forces behind these shipments for Soren's sake.
Jeremiah gives me a thumbs up.
It's settled then. I haven't eaten or drank anything since yesterday, so this is the perfect chance to refuel. You guys should too. Don't go into battle on an empty stomach.
It's okay. You eat first. We're not that hungry anyways.
Yeah. We'll gather intel in the meantime.
Thinking about that plant, we're nearly half of its gifts already devoured. Xavier and I adopt our most work-ready attitudes. The second screen is divided into 6 segments. It displays live news, traffic updates, and recently released movies and TV shows. Some drivers have their vehicle doors open as they recline their seats to watch the screen. Others are near the rest stops food service window to eat and drink. The aerial tunnel sits at a high altitude and the rest stop is perpetually shrouded in thin mist. It gives it a surprisingly homey, lived-in atmosphere.
You look just like that delivery driver who was worried about being late. It's a perfect disguise.
Who, me? No.
Aren't you thinking about something along the lines of, I would have taken a different route if I had known?
Magnetic field anomalies can affect the tunnel. I've been dealing with issues related to them, but I completely overlooked that connection. Xavier nods and begins to count.
In that case, we should hold Jeremiah responsible. He was driving the truck. Isaiah bears a lot of responsibility too. If he hadn't attracted those pursuers, we could have had time to plan alternative routes. Since I planned to act alone and didn't properly supervise them, I bear most of the responsibility.
With his calculations, the responsibility for one mistake doesn't seem like enough to go around for 4 people. I feel somewhat helpless. You're making it sound like everyone's at fault. You don't need to create a list.
I'm not doing that. What I said is true. None of us are mindless puppets. So every action we took was inevitably shaped by everyone's thoughts and decisions. Let's put Jeremiah aside. If Isaiah found out you wanted to take all the responsibility, what do you think his reaction would be?
He'd call me a sucker.
He'd do more than that. He'll scold me for playing dumb, call Jeremiah a coward, and declare that he was also part of the mistake with his head held high.
He really is your cousin. Xavier furrows his brows. He surprisingly looks unhappy. I know Xavier is right. In battle, where allies fight side by side, wanting to take on all the responsibility is disrespectful to your fellow teammates. And try not throwing your other teammates under the bus next time you want to comfort someone. I'm worried that Jeremiah will be so sick of us that he'll turn us into fertilizer one day.
You don't like what I said?
I do. Seeing me sigh, yet also relieved, Xavier reveals an understanding smile as he leans to the side. He looks idly looks around.
I noticed you kept frowning and then looking up. What caught your attention?
The weather forecast, it said anomalies elsewhere were under control, but in Lincoln they were only getting worse.
The weather anomalies and the unusual magnetic fields should be connected to what Soren is doing.
Why Lincoln City though? Is it because Ether has more resources here? I thought this kind of thing would be carried out in places with fewer people. It wouldn't be exposed so quickly.
If his goal is to find a way to save Philos through a magnetic field overlap, then it can only happen in Lincoln. The Deepspace tunnel affects Lincoln City the most. Various operations involving magnetic fluctuations will be easier to implement. And this is where Backtrack 2 descended. For him and some backtrackers, it's also where they fell. If there's a chance for them to make a comeback, then Lincoln City will be their new starting point.
I see. Talking about lost homelands doesn't seem appropriate here. Too bad I don't have the the chance to ask other backtrackers how they've been doing on Earth. Do they like Earth? Have they gotten used to life here? Do they consider Earth a second home? I guess most of them would say no, otherwise there wouldn't be these reoccurring conflicts. Jeremiah and Isaiah return with food they've scrounged up. Surprisingly, they start watching the TV drama that's playing continuously in the corner of the screen.
They're still showing this? Don't tell me they've already made it to 10 seasons.
A workplace idol drama about protocore refining? Why did they make it look like magic?
Right? Is this
people
linked
watch
to the
brainless
idol
shows.
banner? Is that a reference to the idol banner? Nice back reference involved. On the screen, the protagonist is researching methods for turning Earth's natural energy sources, such as oil and coal, into protocols. If only it were that simple. If natural energy sources and protocol energy could complement and support each other, then there might be more innovation in energy technologies. But it's impossible.
I'm not so sure about that.
We're quickly shocked by the show's over-the-top melodrama. We can't give any more attention to our scientific discussion.
Who's controlling the screen? I want to file a complaint. This is mental pollution.
Forget it. There are still plenty of people who love watching this. If you don't like it, just look away.
Quiet.
Xavier suddenly stands up with a grumpy expression. He turns towards the rest stop entrance. Ooh, we're getting people trying to break in. Let's go for the news.
Something's off.
Oh. The tunnel has been closed for some time now, and the information has spread to the drivers who are stuck here. After we arrived, fewer cars showed up, but at this moment, an armoured truck is pulling into the rest stop's station. Energy fluctuations? The newly arrived vehicle is loaded with a batch of active protocol energy weapons. There's quite a few of them. They might not necessarily be from Ever, but Xavier doesn't hesitate. Oh.
Retreat. Get in the truck.
Oh no. What's happening? What are we doing, boys? Using the fog and other large vehicles as cover, we head to the corner. A subtle energy shift appears in the air. Xavier and Isaiah turn their attention towards the center.
Avoid the patrol robots.
It's just like the time when Xavier helped me escape the nest. We ran into them at Azure Square. Ever is using them to pursue us.
They're all Ever's products. The fact that they immediately hacked the robot's control systems means it's them. At this rate, they'll determine our location within 10 minutes.
Get ready for a fight.
Yeah.
Oh no. The fog grows thicker and my grip on my gun becomes slick with sweat. Quite wording. It's possible that we don't need to fight, but the tension still makes my heart beat faster. An unexpected topic breaks the atmosphere of our silent retreat. It's going to be fucking Jeremiah as Isaiah, isn't it?
Before this difficult
Oh, never
battle
mind.
begins, I need to make a confession.
Oh gosh, what is it, mate?
Over the years, I've been secretly taking parts from our backtracking spaceship to modify my truck.
And why?
Since you're insane, consider going to therapy. Dying is also an option.
Excuse me. What? This guy is insane. Goodness gracious. Don't fight. Well, I'm confused about why Jeremiah is bringing this up. Isaiah's angry expression freezes, then it falls apart.
Please don't tell me you still haven't given up on that suicidal idea of modifying a miniature warp drive.
What? A miniature warp drive, can that be built on a truck? Shocked, I look at Xavier. Even his serious expression shows traces of cracking. Honestly, same. Jeremiah becomes the calmest person in the room, his face revealing hints of amusement.
Anyway, we only have two options right now. Either we charge out and fight, or we try out my truck's immature string and warp drive that I poured my heart and soul into modifying.
Do the warp drive.
What's the success rate?
Oh, gosh.
If success is defined as no one dying, then it's 100%.
Goodness gracious.
The worst case scenario is that we won't know where we'll end up.
And what's the rate of that?
Has your recklessness grown with age?
Has your courage declined with age?
Damn. Isaiah's brow furrows before relaxing. He scoffs and directs the question to me.
It's your call.
Yeah, you decide.
Oh, not this again. Firstly, I need to know what a string end warp is. Secondly, did you forget that Xavier is your leader?
It's basically a point-to-point space travel technology. But you've already made your choice, right?
What? Double. The enemies before us are too the enemies before us are too familiar with our skills, and their strength is formidable. Not to mention, they're carrying weapons with a highly destructive power. But what worries me most is, could they be carrying equipment that's designed to target suppressors? It's basically teleporting, right? I might not have done it myself, but I've seen it in action. Space warps should be pretty straightforward. Speaking of which, I've seen sci-fi movies where pigs were the protagonist. If pigs can do a space warp, we can too. Girl, what are you talking about? Are you insane? After organising my thoughts, I turn to the three men's patient gazes and grit my teeth. Jeremiah, do you have a way for us to slip away without alerting anyone?
I got you.
Hey. Can we add an extra safety measure? We need to guarantee we'll stay within a certain range and not end up on the other side of the planet.
There are people here who have extensive experience with unplanned warp points.
Realizing he's talking about their experience using Backtrack 2 across space and time, I can't help but, pardon me, feel somewhat nostalgic, though now's not the time for that. You've really been through a few epic adventures. Xavier, who got in first, turns around in a crouching position and pushes aside the branches blocking the rear door as he reaches out to me.
Regardless of the adventure, you've always been there.
Eh. Before I can think about what he means, he pulls me into the vehicle. The door closes behind me. It seemingly shuts out all outside threats. Sandwiched in a corner hidden by two heavy trucks, the windows of the small vehicle flash. After confirming that the inside of the truck can't be seen from outside, the steering wheel rises and Jeremiah skillfully manipulates the control panel hidden underneath.
Now it's a small truck equipped with a cloaking device and stealth tech.
Nice.
We can use the shadows for cover and slip into the tunnel's auxiliary road next to the checkpoint. Once we're there, we'll activate the string end warp drive. The tunnel will conceal the commotion, so hopefully they won't notice us.
Alright. Everything progresses just like Jeremiah said. Neither the patrol robots nor the checkpoints detect us. The tunnel enters, the truck enters the tunnel's auxiliary road. At the final moment, Xavier extends his hand towards me as if to seek my consent.
We'll blow up those patrol robots to show them we're hiding at this rest stop.
That way, they'll waste more time here. Oh. I grasp his hand and we silently resonate just before the vehicle enters the tunnel. Inside the rest stop, several figures are searching for something. Patrol robots hover in midair, their compound eyes sweeping across the tunnel's entrance. Traces of cold red light flashes. Suddenly all the robots lose power, their eyes flickering and going dark. They crash to the ground, one after another. Alright, couple of challenges. Let's do a couple of these. I'm just gonna wait for it to load in. There we go. Let's go. Some good old auto combat. Oh. There we go. We all good. Oh, gosh, gracious. I'm tired today. Whoa. Been a busy one, girlies. She's been busy. I've been able to stream for a while because I've been having late shifts. Like
these water, the tide's judgment.
Earlier this
shall descend here
week.
And now.
So I'm definitely not going to stream tomorrow, but I'll try and stream on
Good job.
Friday, I think. And then I'll see if we do some
shall descend here and now.
This is all too easy.
No.
Not even a challenge.
Alright, let's exit that. I don't know how many of these we actually have. I usually stream from like around about 7:30 till about 9:30. Tends to be the point that we do, but we'll see. Sometimes that does change depending. But I don't always stream on Twitch. If you want to see me constantly stream, I do it on YouTube, FameStar6 on YouTube. And I have an Instagram that I'll be streaming to on Friday, and then I'll be back on Twitch on Sunday. So we will be back here on Sunday evening. I like to take a break in between. But tomorrow, shift evening, so not able to stream, sadly.
The storm shall crush impudence. Watch out, the tide's judgment.
Shall descend here and now. Oh, sea god, I summon you.
I hear you.
Go back to the pit you came from.
The tide's judgment
shall descend here and now.
Oh, I'm so glad I got this card. It is so overpowered, the Sea God one. I'm so glad I got both Silas's and Raphael's myth. And like myth companions, because they are so good. If you end up joining now and you end up getting a rerun of both of those third myths, get them. honestly, if you haven't played Love and Deepspace before and you started after either Silas's or Raphael's myth and you haven't got them, honestly, the focus would be to get those. I think my focus myth-wise is I need to get the second pairs, so I need to get... I've got Silas's Dragon Myth, so I got that one on the rerun, but I haven't got Raphael's second myth, which is what I need. Why are we having issues? Are we glitching again? Are we having issues again?
The sea doesn't tolerate insults or sacrilege.
Alright, come on, Love and Ditch.
Watch out.
Right,
This
I'm
one
gonna
a
go
time's
beyond
judgment.
me.
Shall descend here and now.
Right, we're back. I think the issue, I did the challenge as well, just in case, just to make sure it doesn't glitch again while I'm on camera and shut down, so decided to do that. I'm gonna quickly bring my volume down a little. There we go. I'll bring it down a little bit so it doesn't peak above the there, I think that should be fine. I just don't want it to peak above the other audio. Okay, we've got a little bit of velocity. Nice. There we go. Unbeknownst to anyone, a small flower delivery truck hits at the end of the aerial tower fronted road. The vehicle blends into its surroundings. Jeremiah's movements have reached a level that's beyond my comprehension. What is he doing now? Oh, it's Jeremiah, not Isaiah. Isaiah is the one that confuses me. I've heard of space warp technology, but I always thought it was nothing more than a theory. Something for distant future. I feel a little nervous. But that anxiety quickly recedes like a tide when I hear a full cycle of
You're the one who's too nervous. You're the one who's too nervous.
We're about to do space walk.
It's more like jumping.
Okay.
It sounds impressive, but
It's actually really impressive.
Jeremiah takes a break from his work to chime in. Xavier turns his head back.
don't listen to him. He's just bragging. This isn't a real space warp. There are too many conditions it can't meet. You can imagine it as an elevator that's slightly faster than usual.
Okay.
We just don't know which floor it'll stop at.
Alright, that's a bit concerning. I'm somewhat stunned. Is it really just an elevator?
Range safety measures are in place, and the emergency brakes are functional. Everything's ready. What about you guys?
I hope it's functional. The windows, rearview mirror decorations, sturdy leaves, and delicate flower petals begin to vibrate at the same rate. Jeremiah's hand pauses in midair, his gaze sweeping over each of us. Although he appears slightly tense, he's not too In the silence, he presses his lips together and activates the vehicle's warp drive. A loud run bursts forth from within me, and it almost instantly blows my consciousness. All my senses are in turmoil. My body and soul are thrown into chaos. At that moment, a hand quickly grasps mine. My trembling heart settles and allows my consciousness to flow freely. I'm getting bias racked by Xavier again. It's like first it's Zane. No, invisible forces draw upon your energy and They twist time and space, they accumulate and condense. Invisible forces draw upon pure energy born from nothingness. Into its time and space, they accumulate and condense. A giant star's death fills the framework for its energy. A conclusion in a binary star system strengthens its form. magical forces draw upon pure energy, born from nothingness. They twist time and space, they accumulate and condense. A giant star's death build. Oh, okay, sorry. A wave of meteoric bombardment covers it with an outer shell. Finally, a faint fluctuation from cosmic strings sends it into orbit. Goodness gracious. Ugh. After being incubated for hundreds of millions of years, it takes the appearance of a young planet. Takes on the event. Hey, we got this again. Are we? What? Oh, are we dreaming again? What is happening? I'm so confused. The birth of the universe is flourishing growth, decline, and then collapse into an atypical play-in and endless sleep. It's a cycle of perpetual renewal. Light and dust flicker as they flow past. At first, it's impossible to tell whether I'm moving forward or backward, ascending or descending. It's as if my consciousness is being swept along a river. It converges in the torrent until it falls into the vast ocean of the cosmos. At that moment, the flowing universe calms and reaches a complete standstill. It's the perfect time to wake up. Interesting, okay. Oh, we're back. No, I won't. Receipts of my consciousness return bit by bit. Scattered thoughts confused fragmented memories are picked up and restored one by one. I remember who I am, and I know with certainty that I haven't fallen into the universe because my body is about to collapse this time. Was that because of a spacewalk? Everything in my periphery is still, and the universe is frozen in this moment. The past, the present, and future converge like countless rivers meeting at the same point. Okay, I'm gonna need a theory video to get through all this because I am a little confused. Time loses its meaning, and everything throughout eternity unfolds within my consciousness. So, are we still sleeping or huh? In that moment of thought, flashing something establishes a connection with me. Or flashing something establishes. It's a hollow planet? I look towards it. When I see the dying planet whose energy has been depleted, everything begins to flow. Massive artificial satellites sweep across the planet. At the same time, a bright speck of light rises from the planet. Without any hesitation, it plunges into the torrent of space-time. It looks familiar to me. Does that feel? It's a ring-shaped ship. It's traced back to. I am that. Okay, I am very confused. I see trace back to starting point, and I also see every moment after it began its journey. Is Xavier in there? Repeating his name in my heart, I fall towards the ring-shaped ship. It's as if I'm descending into the river of time where it exists. Rising bubbles transform into stars of various sizes and scatter, and the ship's outline rapidly becomes clear. Scars on the spaceship's hull that I had that I had seen aren't there yet. The compartments that were broken in my memory are now bustling with life. This is what they looked like during their mission. Small spaceship portholes frame several scenes of varying activity. One, the cluttered workbench on the cluttered workbench are equipment of various sizes, some familiar and some not. They sit in piles. I've seen traces of them at Jeremiah's place. Two sisters who look alike are polishing their comrades' badges. They gleam metal sparkling brilliantly in their hands. 5 or 6 people wearing the same uniform gather in the center. They're animatedly discussing something while looking at several holographic star charts with overlapping galaxies. Okay. In the distance, regularly blinking panels and instrument displays run smoothly, their faint light occasionally illuminating a distant future. Their uniform, I feel like I wore one myself. This is existential MC, the corner space MC, or ethereal MC. I don't know what we're calling this version of MC. Limbo MC. I watched the backtrackers from another space-time as if they're part of a vivid, lifelike silent film. Most of them are people I never met before, so why do I feel a sense of familiarity? The crowd around the holographic chart is suddenly agitated. I suppress my heartbeat and move closer to the porthole. I can make out certain faces among them. In the center are 2 figures. One of them seems to be Jeremiah. Why does he look like he just got into a fight? After some effort, I finally recognize the person across from him, the one covering most of his face. He fought with Isaiah, that explains it. What about Xavier? What about Xavier? I don't see him anywhere. As if in an omnipotent dream, my consciousness guides me as I float along the exterior of Traceback 2. In the furthest window, I see a familiar figure. The distance between the portholes is so great that he appears to be alone from the outside. He's away from the crowd located at the other end of the spaceship. But this doesn't make him seem lonely. He's watching the commotion, and everyone is held within his gaze. Their relationships were really good back then. What happened? A gaze then transcends time and space is like dark. A gaze that transcends time and space is like dark matter. Even when it intrudes upon the world within the portholes, no one should notice it. But that figure wearing light-colored clothing suddenly gets up and walks towards the window. Xavier? My racing heart is suddenly pounding against my eardrums as he moves closer. I subconsciously shift to the porthole as well. Also, no bots, no spam view bots on my chat, please. They will immediately get deleted if noticed. Thank you. I don't know what what my current form is, I only want to press my hand against his palm as it rests on the other side of the window. In that moment, those eyes that have already seen everything look out. His peaceful gaze is endless. I don't know if my figure is reflected in his eyes or maybe countless stars in Deepspace cover his vision. Space shakes violently, my consciousness grows hazy, and I feel myself moving backward. I fall onto something soft. This is C, a vehicle compartment. Spaceship overlaps with Fields' delivery truck that's filled with flowers. My palm touches the window. It's not a porthole, it's the window of the truck. Everything instantly becomes real. Okay, we're back to reality now. Has the cosmic consciousness convergence ended? As if confirming my thoughts, the compartment is shaking. My consciousness withdraws from the emptiness of space and at an increasingly fast pace. I can't help but feel a surge of urgency. I look towards the periphery. I want to see what lies at the end of the current where Trace Battery is located. I don't think I see a destroyed planet there. It's Earth. What? A certain voice rings out in my consciousness that is Trace Back 2's destination, and it's what will become of the current Lincoln in the near future. Oh goodness, guys. Oh, the near as well. In the backtracking torrent, the Earth's core flows with light once again. It continuously swallows the energy that had escaped. Tectonic plates that had already disintegrated are being pulled in the opposite direction. The planet's condition is being reversed. Along this route, a slick silver light rushes towards the massive vortex formed by dust, meteorites, and planetary debris. At last, it's buried deep within the reformed planet. How could this happen? Didn't Trace Back 2 reach Earth? Panic grips my heart. My gaze moves away and Trace Back 2 travels quietly through deep space. What is happening in this game? I don't understand. Are we like... Okay, is our girl like in a dream? Like, that's my... She's like dreaming right now because she's like going through space-time, so... Is our girl like... Is MC like seeing the future here? Goodness. Okay, I need to get to video. I see Xavier turn and the Cosmos Fluctuation Detector behind him receives a new signal. It's impossible to know what he saw. All worries sink into the sea of consciousness, and lucidity once again distances itself from me. What the heck is happening? I don't understand. Okay. I, above the familiar Earth, saw myself. The me on Earth is looking through the truck's compartments barrier to gaze at the void above. Meanwhile, the me in the air is rapidly falling. I see the image of myself reflected in my eyes, the familiar giant eye that once devoured me. That's what that imagery is. Once the observer's vision leaves the cosmos, the changes don't stop. The space-time current that Trace Back 2 is traveling on, along with countless other currents whose origins can't be seen, has is a turning point outside the natural order, thus their direction is changed. A predetermined future shatters. I am still so confused. I'm going to like a little detail and stuff, so I'm going to have these conversations with the other lads girlies because I do not know what is happening. The air twists, a rift appears and spits out a small truck. It's like, what? What is? So we're like back in time, because I think isn't Philos like gone? Like dead? So we've kind of gone back in time. A barrier opens just in time. Oh yeah, because it talked about time dilation. Xavier, was it Xavier that mentioned something about time dilation in previous playthrough? That'll be on YouTube if you want to give that a quick watch. In the previous stream, I think it was Xavier mentioned something about time dilation. So I think here we've gone back, right, to the time before Philos was destroyed. And also I believe this is Xavier's Philos. I personally have a theory that Silas's Philos and Xavier's Philos are like separate universes, in a way. Well, separate multiverses, I guess. A barrier opens just in time. It catches the vehicle half a second before it lands, which prevents everything and everyone from being smashed into.
Great! It was a safe landing. Whoa! Our spaceship?
So I don't abide by the theory that Silas and Xavier live on the same sort of Philos. The place we landed at is none other than the depths of the No Hunt Zone number 42. We're next to Trace Pack 2. The hazy sounds of amazement intensify my dizziness. I blink, and the first thing I feel is the hand I'm gripping for some reason. Xavier tightly holds both my hands as hold. Tightly held both my hands as hold.
Can you hear me? Do you feel dizzy or nauseous?
Xavier?
Yeah, it's me.
What I'm sensing, what I'm leaning against, changes from a trapdoor into something warmer and softer. Then the door opens and the scent of the forest rushes in. For one whole minute, I'm reacquainted with myself and letting Xavier come back into focus. Feels like a lifetime ago.
Huh?
Still slightly overlapping with those images, he approaches me, warm fingers gently brush against the air before my eyes. MC is tripping. The evening breeze stirs, the slight coolness on my, oh no, not this one again, moistened face is exposed. I apologize so much. Xavier looks surprised. The other two figures, who are more blurry, stop in front of the truck. They don't approach.
I blame you for this. Your driving skills are just as terrible as your swordsmanship.
And we immediately start fighting.
Well,
Faint sounds of conversation are far away, but Xavier is very quiet. The quieter it gets, the more disorientated I feel. Unsure of what to do next, I move my fingers and subconsciously loosen my grip. But nothing happens. The hand I'm holding onto is unwilling to cooperate. There's no way of knowing that I somehow miss making eye contact with him across the cosmos. But he's holding me tightly. My heart, deafened by overwhelming chaos, can finally hear the call of consciousness again. I shudder and hold him back with a firm grip.
Before the space warp happened, your evil was out of control. Do you remember?
A little. The Apical's energy was absurd.
You weren't in the best shape. If I hadn't held on to you,
She would have died. Because when she nearly last time she had that whole thing about space as well and all that, so I think MC probably nearly died this time as well, but Xavier's grip kind of kept her there, I guess. He pauses, then he gently pats my head to replace those unsaid words.
You are not hurt or anything?
No, she's just going insane. I feel much better. I'm just a little tired. No, I'm very, very tired.
Weightlessness, dizziness, sensory integration issues, partial memory loss, all of them are possible, but they're only temporary. I should have told you some tips for adapting to interstellar warps beforehand. They might have helped.
But you don't tell us now.
Ah, I know. We'll make Soren pay for this, too.
Add that to the checklist. I agree. In the end, I'm so exhausted that I lose the ability to think. Before falling asleep, the last thing I remember is me leaning against Xavier's shoulder. I listen to his slow breathing. The reality I had retrieved, it makes me want to cry. Oh. Goodness gracious, that chapter. That was some hell of a chapter. Goodness gracious. Lincoln may get destroyed in the future. Is that the... Oh gosh, what kind of base are we in? Oh, okay. The heaviness of my heartbeat pounds against my chest as I struggle to tear away the haze before my eyes. Seemingly enlarged, Xavier's face sways in my vision. I want to reach him and touch him, but I can only uncurl my fingers. Xavier noticed this, leans down, he playfully nuzzles my hand with his nose. Stop!
Did you sleep well? How are you feeling?
I love it. Oh. I'm gonna light up. So cute.
Did you sleep well? How are you feeling?
He's close. Even simple words have the power to make me happy. Xavier isn't separated by the territorial space-time beyond my reach. How long was I out?
Less than 6 hours. The recovery chamber's data says your evil has stabilized. Once your fatigue fades, you should be okay.
He supports my shoulders and helps me sit up.
The people trying to intercept us are probably still investigating the tunnel. The commotion we created should be enough to delay them for a while. Jeremiah's fixing his truck. He says he wants to shorten the miniature warp distance so it can be used for flower delivery across city blocks. So there's no need to worry. You can focus on resting until dawn.
Oh, no! You! No way!
Isaiah.
Stay away from...
Right now, I'm lying in Trace Factory's recovery chamber. Xavier is by my side, while Jeremiah and Isaiah are outside fixing the truck. I'm probably arguing again. A fragment of a memory once dormant slowly stirs. Feelings that emerged in the cosmos consciousness surge again. I was once one of them. Together we shared a thrilling cosmic adventure. The cosmic coordinates Traceback 2 originally had. Where were they exactly? Did something unexpected happen before you arrived? Oh gosh. If they ever get to Silas's chapter of the main story and she remembers, I am going to cry. The unexpected question causes Xavier's expression to falter slightly, and his hands on my shoulder tighten in response.
What did you figure out?
I think she's remembered a little bit about it. I forced myself myself to raise my arm and grab Xavier's fingers. I saw that you were supposed to arrive at an Earth as it stood on the threshold of destruction. But you're all alive, and Earth is fine. Was I seeing things? As I ramble, the surprise in Xavier's eyes gradually fades. He squeezes my hand as he continues to question me.
What else did you see?
All the backtrackers, Jeremiah and Isaiah, were fighting, and there was someone who reminded me of Sauron. I also spotted people I've never seen before.
What about me?
He turns and sits down with a more serious expression. He lowers his gaze. I asked you about an important matter.
I also asked you about an important matter. You saw all of them. So what about me?
I understand, of course, that this gentle questioning is his unique way of reassuring me. Fortunately, he really is safe and sound. I put myself out of that overwhelming panic, squeeze his hand, and clear my throat. I saw you, but it seemed like you didn't fit in. It took me a while to find you. Why were you by yourself near the control panel? Were you too intimidating? Everyone was too scared to hang out with you?
It should have been my turn to be on duty. Otherwise, I would have stepped in when Isaiah and Jeremiah were fighting.
You'd break up their spat?
I'd remind them that comrades who fight get punished. So if they were going to brawl, they might as well make it count. Otherwise, it wouldn't be worth it.
You're devious, Xavier. No wonder you stayed so far away. You enjoyed the show.
Aside from their fight and typical tomfoolery, did you see anything else? It sounds like the backtrackers are a disorganized group of misfits.
You know how no one sees you work hard, but you get caught when you slack off? It's a universal law. Besides, I didn't bother to look at anyone else once I found you. Xavier tilts his head slightly as if his curiosity has been satisfied. He finally seems willing to answer my original question.
During our backtracking, I received cosmic fluctuations. The source of their transmission was unknown.
Was it like the signal from Deepspace that we received in 2034? Xavier freezes for a moment, then his expression suddenly softens. His smile carrying a profound meaning that's difficult to read.
Maybe. Although their source couldn't be traced, they weren't difficult to decode. I'm very familiar with the encryption method. They sent coordinates that were similar but different from the ones we originally had. At the time, I wasn't sure what that meant. For certain reasons, we decided to change coordinates at the last minute. The landing time ended up being a bit more off than expected.
How much?
A little over 200 years.
Whoa! My eyes widen as I stare at his face. I blink once then twice. I thought I understood you already, but I never expected...
It wasn't that big a deal. 200 years is just a small ripple in the endless river of time.
I guess so. Think of it that way. What happened after that? What were you supposed to do once you landed on an unfamiliar planet in the wrong time period?
I should clarify something first. Whether it's a journey with time travel or a displacement of 200 years, both are already in the past.
I'm gonna cry.
You don't need to worry about the hardships we've already endured.
I'm gonna save those for motivation. Motivational speaking with Xavier. I look at the silent damage trace back too. As Voyev crossed the barriers of time and space and carried grand, heavy ideals. The backtrackers who escaped fate's crash once greatly cherished it. What made them have the resolve to leave it behind? For someone who's eager to change something, 200 years would feel like a long time. I'm playing this till time, guys. Xavier doesn't comment on that. Instead, he holds my hand and stands up.
Are you feeling better? I want to take you somewhere.
The deep inky darkness is diluted, even though the horizon hasn't broken free from the merged silhouettes of the distant mountains and the dense forests. At least the night isn't as dark anymore. Xavier brings me to the back of the spaceship. Scars cover the hull and tangled, exposed cables hang in. He pushes the vine aside and opens a small hatch door. Hidden underneath, there's an internal network composed of chips.
This is Traceback 2's energy transmission system module. What you're seeing makes up roughly 3/1000ths of the entire system.
Damn, okay.
If there isn't enough energy to power it, the spaceship will lose propulsion. Over those 200 years, repairing the spaceship became everyone's primary concern when we realized that achieving our goal would require careful, long-term planning.
He takes my hand and places it on the delicate panel.
Use your evol to sense it.
The transmission system turns on. It rapidly consumes my energy, but the process of converting kinetic energy as well as the transmission isn't smooth. It's like a pipeline with too many breaks. The loss during transmission is very high. Is it because of the damage?
It's the opposite.
His large hand covers mine, and the callus from wielding a sword brush against my hand. They carry the solemnity of two people drawing a blade together. Xavier lowers his gaze and silently releases his evil. I immediately follow suit. Following the guidance, I detect traces that I couldn't find before. I sense several classes of evil, but the residual energy is already very plain.
It's the power of other backtrackers. This part of the transmission system has the least amount of damage. At the time, we decided to prioritize repairing it. What you're seeing is the result of that.
Okay. A warmth flows into my heart, along with his explanation. I gently touch the transmission system with a newfound reverence and try to expand my detection range. It works now that it's several square meters wide. The evils I can sense become more numerous. Some are intense, others identical. Each seemingly has a different personality, just like their owners.
033034 in Section G is almost fully repaired. The next phase. If we continue to supply our all that awaits us is failure.
Can we try again, please? Hey, moving too?
This doesn't involve just one person. The spaceship, it affects everyone. Your orders, I won't accept. What
happened then? Those moments in time have been preserved by the transmission system as energy. They appear as hollow pieces of amber in places where the light illuminates them. The backtrackers once gathered here to repair the massive trace back to, and it was this place where they left traces of them.
They fought one day. Afterward, half of the people who had been repairing the ship gave up.
No.
Later on, several more among that group left. Fewer people stayed behind.
No.
And after a very, very long time, it became what you see now.
Fragments of light drift like ducks from the vine. He brushes aside as the night wind rises. They scatter and land on the grass. Faint light falls down behind us. Our shadows are cast on the damaged surface of Phase Back 2. They bring an energy fluctuation. Sensing something, I turn and look towards the east. The morning sunlight rips open a line along the distant horizon, and the towering structures in that area cast long shadows. Okay, what's going on here? Once our eyes adjust to light, we realise it's a magnificent, giant sword standing upright. It's as if it cleared heaven and earth. Holy sword of the goddess? The whole... Ooh, okay, what's happening here? We're gonna do one more chapter now. Run off.
It wasn't there last night. It just appeared out of nowhere this morning.
Are we still in like Lincoln?
What is it? A mirage?
Morning light bathes the boundary between the city and no hunt zone number 39. It illuminates the metal fence that's in front of the seclusion barrier and the old plaza. The crowd isn't gathered at the moving streetscape from the old Wonder attack. They're staring at the towered sword-shaped monument that seems to have appeared out of thin air.
It materialized earlier than expected.
While we were rushing over from No Hunt Zone number 42, the panic triggered by the Holy Sword's appearance had been brewing for an hour. Outside the No Hunt Zone that's been closed off, onlookers surround the area. Xavier and I weave through them. We move closer to the seclusion barrier.
The anti-tracking devices I gave you were just thrown together, but they should still work. The only downside is the limited battery life. You have 5 hours at most. You better work fast.
Got it. But getting a closer look might be a little tricky. It's daytime, and everyone will be watching. Before I can finish, Xavier pulls me towards the stationed Evol police officers and flashes a vintage-style wallet.
Hello. I'm the hunter who was sent to investigate the situation. This is my partner.
In the blink of an eye, we're inside the perimeter.
What were you talking to Jeremiah about?
Nothing. I just forgot I have official clearance to enter the and exit the no hunt zones. We're either being hunted down or forced into hiding these past few days. Everything is a mess. This is all Soren's fault.
He has a mountain of debts on him. I doubt he's sleeping as soundly as we are.
What did you show the officers anyway? Your hunter
Yeah,
ID?
my hunter credentials. Huh?
The old wallet is open. Xavier's calm expression suddenly changes.
It's my Bunny's Hot Pot membership card.
Stop! I can't. Your Bunny's Hot necessary. We stare at the beaming rabbit mascot for a few seconds, then we decide to move on. Oh, cute little squish. Squish of a bunny. Passing by the damaged buildings, within the no-hunt zone, the asphalt road under us is slowly replaced with pristine white stone slabs. This is the complete holy sword of the goddess. Unlike the phantoms we've seen before, the solid statue stands before me. It's solemn and graceful, like a reverent queen. What's going on? As soon as my consciousness weaves, dizziness strikes me.
Are you determined to do 1,000 strikes? You fulfill every request our teacher makes.
Oh, these past memories.
I don't want you to become another's knight. I can choose not to become king.
Yes.
You can choose not to join the Lightseekers, who answer only to the royal family.
Oh, we getting fragments back. Interesting. That was me and Xavier. A gentle breeze sweeps through the grass and my vision refocuses. Xavier stands beneath the giant sword, his palm pressed against the blade. As if transported back to that ancient time, he bows his head and silently recites something. Or maybe he's performing a ritual. Another gust sweeps across the ground. He opens his eyes and returns to his familiar demeanor.
This is...
The phase light is peeled away from the monument. It flows into Xavier's palm. Without the light's concealment, the scratches on the statue's surface become visible.
they're new.
Did Wanderers from the no-hunt zone do this? Wait, Wanderers haven't appeared in no-hunt zone number 39 for a long time. Oh, Xavier, look, that's wavy leaf sea lavender. Familiar yet somehow different. A cluster of small blue flowers grows close to its base. I reach out to touch them, but the petals wilt and disappear as soon as my fingers reach them.
Watch out.
The unexpected turn of events shatters the tranquility. Xavier pulls me back, his light blade ready to strike.
Something's off. No. This descended piece of Philos isn't right. Can you sense the energy fluctuations?
There are abnormal fluctuations behind the monument. It's like a huge magnetic field overlapped by sets of
That
force.
means the statue's appearance is only the beginning.
Oh.
Maybe you'll see Astria Knight Academy.
The name sounds familiar. The light shines as Xavier uses his blade instead of his finger to gently touch the vines of the statue. It's as if he pictured a static illusion. The vines rapidly shrivel up under his sword. They turn into smoke and dust in the wind.
This isn't good. The forcibly transplanted Philos is withering.
Are you saying? Xavier crouches down and runs his hand over the slabs we're on. His palm is covered with a layer of light-colored dust.
Without its original energy from the cosmos, everything on the planet will only decay faster. We once theorized this could happen. The Flux Nexus in No-Hunt Zone number 39 has already been destroyed, yet the Holy Sword of the Goddess still appeared.
I'm afraid. Only Soren knows the truth. Xavier narrows his eyes. He looks at the withered, weary leaf, sea lavender at his feet. Just when I believe he might be thinking of finding Soren by himself again, he closes his eyes, then he looks up and slowly speaks to me.
Let's go. Soren is in a good hiding place. We won't be able to locate him immediately.
How did you know I was worried about that?
You're gripping my hand tight. It wasn't hard to figure out. There's no point in staying here any longer. Let's get going. We'll think of something.
When we return, the crowd of onlookers has only grown larger. They're sizing up Xavier and me. The hunters on duty have arrived. I step forward to explain the situation to my colleagues and e-walkers. That's it, more or less. I recommend avoiding the area for now, keeping your distance while maintaining a high level of security presence. The latest energy data reading has already been uploaded. Let's wait for the associated analysis before considering the next course of action. After saying goodbye, I turn towards Xavier so that we can leave, but I still see him staring at the crowd. What's the matter?
I saw a familiar face.
A backtracker? I moved towards the checkpoint. I'm not sure if I should call for
I
backup.
know who it is. He's not allied with Soren.
Okay.
We'll circle around and grab him.
Xavier and I split up and then blend into the crowd. We follow its flow to sneakily approach the backtracker. Just as we're closing in, the person senses something, quickly puts down his hat and turns to walk away. You've been spotted.
Get ready to ambush him.
Layers of people obstruct my line of sight. I struggle to push through the gaps as I chase after him. But whatever I'm about to catch up, I become unfocused for a moment.
Stay at least 6 meters away. Keep your distance. He's a psychic class evolver. Get too close and there's a chance he could paralyze your brain or make you go blind.
He's strong. The backtracker quickly realizes we're keeping our distance and decides to use the crowd as cover to make an escape. Just as I'm about to close in, strong metal foot suddenly falls. My concentration scatters. No! The scale is not...
It's a horde.
I don't worry about the backtrack. I immediately and let them evacuate the civilians. I raise my gun. Behind me, flashing vanishes. Slade has already sliced his course. But what surprised me more is the years later, he's standing in front of the civilian. Is that a backtrack?
I'll handle this side.
I think this is a good place to end it. Right, I'm gonna finish it all here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'll be doing another one